Okay. Hello, and welcome. Replay gang, you'll already hear me. I'm waiting for StreamYard to kick in for our live. But welcome to Two Queens on the Throne. I'm so happy y'all have joined us. We have a special guest host here for Hot Tea with us. So hello. Hey, American born tooth doctor, baby Peaches, Alpha MC. Hey. And we do have another special treat. So first, I'm going to go ahead and play our intro so we can get into our review. And I can't wait. I'm just so happy. Okay, so let's get the intro playing. And thank y'all for joining us. Dracarys. Okay, thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna hop right into this. We're gonna hop right into this review, and as soon as y'all are ready, cameras on. Beautiful ladies. I'm trying to make sure. Hey, everybody coming in. Hi. How are y'all? Hello. Okay. 41 Fit sets us up, and then we all three get to just talk about how we felt about a scene. Love to see y'all. We're happy you're here. Sweet sis, take it away.
All right. Well, I just want to thank Here for Hot Tea for hanging out with the nerdy girls. I appreciate that you a fellow nerdy girl as well. Yes. And we're going to have some fun tonight. So as usual, just a special note to the chat. Please, the words that YouTube does not like, please. We want to keep coins in people's pockets. So please use unalive. Get creative with your wording in the chat. Please.
Thank you. Begging, creative with the words.
begging. Just be choosy with your words. Be creative with your words. And if there's any mods in the chat, please feel free to just, kind of remove some of these. It's no offense, but we just want to keep the coins in people's pockets. All right, church? Amen. All right. So, of course, we want to do a special shout out to Raynice. We want to give a special shout out to Raynice. Hey, girl.
She's the real one. She turned back around. I know we're going to talk about it, but she's the real one.
Yeah. R.I.P. girl. We hurting over here. So shout out to Raynice. Shout out to the Red Queen, Belize, the actual dragon here, and it's one of the names of the episode. So this episode is called The Red Dragon and the Gold, right? And of course, it's to represent the two dragons, actually three in the end, but we'll get to that part, right? And then that were at war. The Red Dragon, which is Melis, I'm trying to remember how to say it correctly, and the Gold Dragon, Sun, Fire. All right. So scene one opens up with Prince Damon Targaryen is in the Riverlands and at the spooky ruined castle Harrenhal. All right. So Harrenhal seems connected to the magic of the old gods and the weirwood trees. So Damon has crazy dreams. He's exploring his feelings about his family. And in one of his visions, he sees young Rhaenyra. He sees his wife and his niece. So she's his niece wife, which is creepy all to itself, right? On the Iron Throne. It's very apparent that Damon is still very upset with his brother for overlooking him as his heir and resents Rhaenyra for taking what he believes belongs to him. In this scene, she says in Valyrian, "I was innocent. You exploited me and abandoned me. You sullied my name at court." This is what she said in Valyrian. "You empowered my rivals. You tried to make my ruin." All right. So my question to the chat, to the panel here is, do you believe that Damon has ever loved Rhaenyra?
Adored. I don't know love. I don't know if love. I also want to point out that while he's dreaming this, he doesn't understand the language, which he obviously is fluent in when he's awake. But
Right.
he actually didn't understand her as she was speaking the language, which was interesting too.
Right.
I think what is it? Affection. I can see affection. I don't know about the love though.
Yeah. What about you here for hot
I don't
tea?
know. I think they have some weird connection. Like they have some weird bond,
Mm.
but I don't know. I don't think he actually loves her more than he wants to be on the throne.
Mm.
Agreed.
Agreed. Agreed. Now,
Because
my
I also felt like that plot when he was, taking her out to, um, those intimate spaces, the
Mhm.
whorehouse.
Mhm.
I actually thought that he was doing that intentionally to either tarnish her image so she can't take the throne or to marry so they take the throne. I don't know.
The tarnish was a suspicion of mine too. I could see that. I could see that. Like, however the chips fall, he was kind of like, however it plays out, I'll be good with. As
Mm-hmm.
long as I get what I'm going for.
Yeah.
I can agree.
So Francois says no. Damon only loves himself. He only loves his second wife a bit more. I agree with that. Lena, the one who perished, right?
Mhm.
After having her, I believe her twins. He used her to get close to the throne. And I think I saw something from Alpha MC where she says, nope, Damon has never loved Rhaenyra. He used her to get closer. So they both agree. My second question is, do you feel that he resents her because his grooming? This is my question, because I believe he groomed her, right?
Yeah.
So does he resent her because his grooming and deception, this deception to gain the throne didn't work?
Wait, hold on.
So he had all of these
Well,
plots, all these plans, him taking her to the brothels, hurt him, you know what I mean, besmirchifying her name, like really, really smearing her name. Do you think that he resents her because all of his plans didn't work or hasn't worked so far?
well, I think that he doesn't necessarily resent her. He resents the fact that she's on the throne over him.
Yeah.
Because, in my opinion, at a time like this, they didn't really value women over men. Like, nobody did. Like, this was like a normal thing. So, you know, that's what I think. I don't think he necessarily resents her. I think he resents that she's the one leading
Mm, okay.
and not him.
Anybody in his way. I could see that. I do think okay, so I do think he kind of resents her, but not fully. Just like that. It's like a portion because she is the one in the way. But since it is the one it's directed at her, I mean, also the fact that her words got to him in the dream and he, takes the, So I do think that, like, yeah, uh, yeah, he's got some resentment in him towards her, but not fully. I feel like that's why I feel like there's still affection. I see everybody saying he only thinks about himself and loves himself, but I feel like the part that he kind of can feel does go towards her. I do.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And shout out to these beautiful ladies to the left and the right. They look absolutely lovely in their wigs. I love brown skin with blonde hair. I'm trying to tell you, it is so beautiful to me. So we are
I'm having
definitely,
so much fun.
I think it's cute. I love it.
I love it too. Cece says he totally groomed her. I think he thought his brother would name him as his heir. I think he married her thinking he'd be able to run roughshod over her to rule. Good point. Good point. Good point. All right. So, scene two. We also find out that in the Crown lands, House Roseby and House Stokeworth have joined King Aegon and the Greens. They said that they're against Rhaenyra because Rhaenyra supposedly unalived Jaehaerys, which was actually Damon's fault. So again, another mess up on Damon's side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. So again, Damon's atrocities hurt his queen. Simon Strong calls Damon the king consort. Right? It's not clear if Damon is a king consort who serves his wife, Queen Rhaenyra, or if Damon is a king taking power in his own right. Right? So, where's his heart at? Like, is he there for his queen, or is he there for self gain? Right? Let's see. So Damon altogether wants to gather an army in the Riverlands. The Riverlands are ruled by who? Lord Tully of Riverrun, but Grover is sick and old. All right. And the only way that a proper heir can actually take his place is if he's offed, right? If he perishes, right? But long story short, Damon advises this young man to off his pawpaw.
Right. He was like, get a pillow or whatever he said and get it together.
Right. So toxic.
He's so toxic. Like do you have a heart? Like he just said, like, do this to your pawpaw and you will be.
And that's how you know he's in it for self. He's really in it for himself. He doesn't care about anybody else's pains and the things that they have to go through, or the other people, or the small folks. So it's interesting that he's trying that when Rhaenyra was smaller, he was trying to get Rhaenyra to understand the small folk, or I guess hear their perspective, when he doesn't seem to be the type of person that is doing that.
And look at Oscar, like he's a baby, like first pawpaw. He
not my grandsire. I can't kill.
Right.
I love my grandsire.
Side note: the author of these books named most of these people after puppets.
Yes, if they have the last name Tully.
Oh yeah, and Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo, Oscar. We got some Ernies in there. Like we got a whole bunch of characters in here, right? So per usual, Damon and all of these round tables, he's trying to like gather an army, but he just has no couth. He has no tact. And he lacks empathy whatsoever. But we are dealing with a man who offed his own wife. Remember his first wife? He couldn't stand her, and he offed her.
Oh, he sure did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I forgot. He sure did. Yeah.
He offed his first wife, right? I can't think of what her name is right now. I'm pretty sure somebody in the chat will be able to remember what her name was. But he couldn't stand her, and he offed her. And later on, he has a vision wearing a patch on his eye, like his nephew Aemond, and sips on some of the witch's Allen River scissor, right? So she done made her little potion with somebody, and he was sipping on that scissor. Do you find the bananas? First I want to know, what are your thoughts on his potion-induced visions, ladies?
Okay, so let me get us to that too with Alice Rivers. Let me see here. Okay, hold on. Well, I'm sorry. Y'all can go as I look for it. I apologize. I don't mean to hold us up or anything. Alice, well, she's an old witch, apparently, according to a lot of the theories. She is really old, and I wouldn't have drank anything she handed me, but I guess, I don't know, maybe Damon has this thing where nobody would dare actually put something in his drink, and so he still drinks it. I don't know, but she's supposedly I don't want to say wood witch, but she's been here before is what the legend is or whatever. So
yes, she's a witch, and apparently the reason why he's having the dreams are because the beds and a lot of the things that they use in there are from those magical trees.
Right, the werewood trees, right?
Yeah.
Yep. What are your thoughts, 41 Fit?
Listen, so my thoughts is kind of with my next question. I find the bananas that he would like sip on this potion from a witch, right? But then he wouldn't even break bread with homeboy when he first arrived at the castle. He wouldn't have none of his food, his peas, his meat. He wouldn't have none of the above. He wouldn't break bread with the brother, but he willing to sip on this potion, right? Which goes to show that werewood and everything that's embedded, all the roots and all the spells and it being haunted is really, really messing with his judgment. He already didn't have sound judgment to start with, but I think that he's really, really, really making some bad decisions.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Bryce, as 41 Phil was saying too, you are correct. I don't know what changed for him because he was very paranoid. I don't know if he ended up believing the uncle, like we just have no reason to poison you. We just don't. I don't know. And if he stays and someone else tries to offer him something and he refuses, that'll be interesting. Because I'm thinking, did he just grow slack because they're like, we really aren't trying to fight you, Damon. Just go ahead, do whatever you got to do. So
Right.
yes, but or is it her powers? You know, it could be. So that's interesting.
It could be.
Did you
And
did they talk about him seeing he was thinking he saw Aemon, but it was himself? Did they talk about that too?
I didn't mention that, but feel free to expound on that a little bit.
Okay, before he gets to Alice Rivers, he's woken up, footsteps outside the door again. He has his sword and he thinks that he's seeing Aemon, you know, one eye, and it's not. It's actually still him. And because when it turns around, it's his face, but with Aemon's length of hair at the time, the eye patch and everything. But we do know that they're eventually going to have to battle, so that's it could be just a little bit of what's to come in a different way.
Awesome. So Francois says he drank it partially because she's supposedly the castle's master, which is like the house doctor. Okay. So like his whole mind is troubled anyway. So didn't he ask her, "Are you a Meister?"
He did, or he said, "Are you some sort of maester?" Right?
Yeah.
I think he did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good point, Cece. And Francois says, where the castle is in the book used to be an ancient forest, right? Where the children of the forest used to live and went to war with the first man. Okay, that's why the area is so sacred. So it's kind of reminiscent of Native Americans, how I don't mean that this is not political at all, but like how there's stories that a lot of these haunted areas are haunted because people are encroaching on sacred areas.
True.
And like the spirits of those people kind of come out and kind of haunt people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very
what are
true.
your thoughts here, Fahati?
I'm sorry, I had to go off for a second, but my thoughts on as far as the witch and him being comfortable enough to start drinking the potions, I'm not sure actually, because I think it's weird that he wouldn't want to eat any of the food, but he would be okay with the witch. And then that's another thing, he did ask her, was she a maester, and she was like, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Right. Yeah, not really. But the only thing is, I know that they already kind of said that they necessarily don't have a SCX relationship. It'll be her and Aemon that'll have that relationship. So that's why I was like, well, I don't think it's attraction. That he's just like, oh, it's a woman. Let me go ahead and just drink whatever she offers me. It has to be something else. But it's either that he has grown lax or there is still her magical thing or like that he just wanted a treatment for the bad sleep. It could be. Yeah.
Right.
I have an additional question though. Him seeing Aemon, is it a reflection of himself?
I think so. Yes.
Literally, because their name are the same, and then him literally their personalities are very similar.
And I think Aemon respects him. I think I was watching somewhere, and I agree with them wholeheartedly, where we have seen them in instances like since Aemon was growing up, him show his level of respect, like when he got into it with Rhaenyra's sons, and Aemon put a stop to it. So I do think that he is a lot like Aemon, and it's literally, in my opinion, a battle of the two evils, or the lesser evils.
The lesser evil,
when it comes to those two.
I agree with that. Okay. Oh, did you already talk about Lena's appearance? I just wanted to show her appearance here.
No, I didn't. Please feel free to pop that in.
Okay. The drink continuing to take its effect, and the drink that she hands him, he immediately then is here. There's no more sleep time. He's here, put in the middle of a conversation, has to try to figure out and catch up. There's I just put Willem Blackwood in here because he was the little boy that tried to fight for Rhaenyra. I thought that was like cool to see him, grown up, And then of course he sees Lena, his wife, his second wife, really, that passed away from. Well, she was gonna pass away from complications of childbirth, but she chose to go the Dracarys way instead. So, but yeah, so he's seeing things, he's hallucinating because she's not really there.
Yeah, he pretty much as high as Jesus' feet, to be honest with you. And so in scene 3, in the next scene, Damon is high as Jesus's feet. All right, he is 3 sheets to the wind. He don't know where he at right now, but he on a trip for real. And he's having visions of his former wife, Lena Velaryon. We are reintroduced to Sir Willem Blackwood. So you see in season 1, you see him as a baby, right? But even as a baby, what did homeboy do? He was the bold man that offed a member of the Brackens right in front of Rhaenyra. Okay, right in front of homegirl, he offed her, right? Bottom line, he still can't stand the Brackens with the heat of 1,000 suns, and offered to bring his army to fight along with Team Black. Bottom line, right? However, Damon has left his queen and his wife Tex on red, right? So she trying to get in touch with him.
The Raven.
He ain't responding.
I left the Raven on red.
Left on red, left the queen on red. He ain't listen. He ain't even trying to have nothing to do with it. Listen. He high as Jesus' feet, and then he hopping from scene to scene. He's having different round tables, and he's out of it. And people are like, "You okay? Are you all right, Damon?"
Right.
So, what I said is "Step into the light, Caroline." Anybody know that movie? Step into the light, Caroline. Like, I want to shake
and
him.
Also, I'm like, we don't know what key pieces he's missing. There's a lot of things going on. What did you miss? It's very important.
What are your thoughts here for Hot Tea?
Well, I mean, I think that I don't know. I'm really excited to see how it's all going to play out if he ends up linking up with Rhaenyra again. Like, and what's to come of the meeting, because I do feel like there was a reason why they didn't necessarily show us the whole conversation and honed in exactly where they started to discuss things. And then I also wonder why does he keep seeing his ex-wife Lena? I don't know, because I don't really think that I didn't get the impression that he really loved her. I don't get the impression that he loves anybody, actually.
Really?
Then maybe it's just guilt, because when he first hallucinated the younger Rhaenyra, she was like, "Why I'm always clean up your messes." Yep. Now he's hallucinating Lena, and he didn't come to see her when she was having the complications. He didn't want to make the decision and all that stuff.
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Lena want them to stay at this?
Not Harrenhal, but her home, right? The one that her other daughter has been sent back to.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. So maybe that's going to have something to do with all this as well.
Maybe. I mean, his daughter was sent off to take care of his stepdaughter. I mean, his stepsons and all types. Well, not stepsons. Those
half siblings, step siblings. Yeah.
Right, but she's his
daughter. She is his daughter.
But those are her half siblings.
Yeah. The blonde haired ones are her half siblings from Rhaenyra. Yeah. The ones with the like Jason, them are her half I guess they're her step brothers. Siblings.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It's a whole blended family mess. Anyway, but listen, just a quick commercial break. Make sure that you go to Here for Hot Tea's website, buy up all of her stuff, all of her mugs. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we put that website in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all buy all of her stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay. Another commercial break. I actually have my my sweatpants, by the way, Here for Hot Tea. So I finally got it. So I'm gonna make sure to hit you up when I actually do my review. I'm really
excited.
The next commercial break, make sure that you go to trendingatsomepoint.com. Specialized mugs. What does it say? Firm clappers queen, right there.
Yeah, firm clapper queen.
Firm clappers queen.
That's what she wanted.
And you guys are gonna be seeing when I get my Leo cup, because I need to get mine.
Yes,
I need to get a Taurus
Leo cup, because the Leos. Oh Lord, the green screen right now.
The green screen is
big Leo, not the little one.
Also, just another just again, be careful with the wording in in the chat. Make sure that you're really creative with the words that YouTube does not like. And make sure that you like all of our pages. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please like if you haven't liked, and we're gonna keep it pushing. All right. So thank you all for being here. If we haven't acknowledged you, we are so sorry, but we don't mean it. Count it to our head, not our heart. All right. All right. So in the next scene, Aegon is in a wartime meeting too. Laris reveals so Laris, if you recall, let's back it up a little bit. So Harrenhal actually belongs to Laris. All right. And he's pretty much dropping dimes on his family. He pretty much is like, well, they broke. They broke, right? They broke, they don't got no coins. And he pretty much says that the castle is essentially penniless. And if you recall last episode, his uncle pretty much said the same thing, right? They broke, we broke, but whatever we got is yours, and we gonna be there for you. But it ain't much people here because they was unalived in the episode before then. Right? So that being said, so then what is it? Aegon II pretty much says, I need to be informed of these things, he tells his council. I must not be made to look a fool. We'll have Dragonstone effectively cut off by land, he explained. And then he asked, do you have a wiser strategy? Because people are just griping and complaining around him because he's busy, he's speaking his speech and they ain't trying to hear his speech. They ain't trying to hear his plans because honestly, they don't respect him. All right. Mm-hmm. And then Aemon, he chides Aegon in ancient Valyrian. The king responds in broken Valyrian of his own. I can have to make a war. Sad.
It was bad. It was embarrassing
in front of all those people, right? Now, but mind you, not only did he flex on them, he just sitting back like, and he's speaking like this Valyrian, right? So he looking, he just making him look like a chump. All right. Let's see here. My bad. I'm getting a call during this thing. My bad, y'all. But that being said, Alicent, okay, so pretty much he later complains to his mother. Now, mind you, there's some bits and pieces in there, but I want y'all to fill that in, right? After I'm done with the blurb. So he later, it cries and complains to his mama about the council and says that no one cares what he thinks. Alicent responds, do you think simply wearing the crown imbues you with wisdom? Why not read a book, Aegon? Touch grass is what she pretty much told him. Get a grip, right? Just because you wearing that crown and you wearing all this steel all over your body doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have everything that it takes to be a king, right? It was my hope that you would honor the burden of your duties in the hope that you would be half the man your father was, she continues. You simply, humbly, you should humbly be seeking our opinions and counsel. You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne. Then she suggests that he does nothing and let them rule. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, old girl has been sipping on her own little bit of scissor. She been laying low, spreading it wide, and she drinking these different, moon juice, because she might have a love child deep down on the inside of her from Kristen Cole. Ladies, what are your thoughts about this scene?
Oh my gosh, please let me speak. I cannot stand Alicent so bad. I am so annoyed by her very presence. Everything about her aggravates me because this entire war is based off of jealousy and greed, ultimately. In my opinion, granted, the High Towers do have a decent name, but like she hasn't come from the same royal background as Rhaenyra. So when they were younger, she was so gun-ho on trying to be a part of, whatever it is that she felt Rhaenyra had that she ultimately wanted. Like, let's be honest. And so she basically ruined her friendship with Rhaenyra, judging her for wanting to live in her truth and not really wanting to be limited to what her name and what being a part of a royal family entails, right?
Mhm.
Only to turn around to be doing the same thing with the man that Rhaenyra was doing it with, in the same spaces Rhaenyra was doing it in. It's crazy, and I'm just happy like she got these evil sons. She's getting her karma, because what are we doing here?
Right.
You knew that man didn't tell, like, he literally, oh, you think he's going to tell you on his deathbed that, oh, I want our son to be, use your common sense, but you're bitter, you're a hater. You always wanted to be in Rhaenyra's position, and that's my opinion. And now you got these bum ass sons that can barely hold, like, keep the name moving forward, like Rhaenyra can. And he never even told the Valerian secrets.
Right.
So I have a lot of opinions of her. It's like, how can y'all put him in the leadership role when he doesn't even know any of the Valerian secrets that the father is supposed to pass down? That's how we know who's supposed to really be the king.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a real quick acknowledge Queen Sheba. Hey, thank you for the super chats, the OG. Y'all look so adorable. Thank you, Queen.
We're not worthy. We're not
we're out
worthy.
here just,
Thank you.
No, I love it. I love a good old, well, I think here about him, I have talked about that before, like, love a good theme. A good theme with everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But thank you for being here, stopping in, whatever you have time to do. I appreciate it. Can I jump on here for hot seat? What she said. Yes, Alicent is a hypocrite.
Yep.
She did not, I guess she thought okay, the son still has to grow up. So he's stupid, but you still put him in charge. So now you have the stupid one that finally, he was forced to sit in the chair. Now he's like, oh, I want it, but you didn't teach him anything, or you didn't hold him responsible to learn, because he probably was in the same classes as Aemon to learn strategy and things, but he just he had no passion in anything. He's, like they said, inept. Feckle, I think is what they call the grandfather called him. Also, yeah, she is a hypocrite so many times over, to be upset and about Rhaenyra having to take that moon tea. Now she drinking it like it's regular green tea out here all the time. Like, are you kidding? And then, like you said, with the same person. Are you kidding me?
She's a lame, a square. A bird.
Yes, I agree. I just agree with all of it.
He's a cornball. She's a cornball because at first, if you recall, she just wanted to learn how to be a woman, to learn how to, be whatever it is. And I forgot who it is. Thank you, Queen Sheba. Aren't you loving this brown, this blonde hair with this beautiful rich brown skin? Isn't it beautiful to see? And it's fun to cosplay as well. But like, on top of that, you weren't even about that life, girl. You weren't even about that life. You didn't want to be a queen. You just wanted to learn how to be this dainty lady. However, you don't have what it takes, because one thing that I've noticed about Team Black, there's still some love, compassion, and a love for their children.
That's true.
The High Towers seem to lack that. Like, if you look at the different scenes with the High Towers, like between Otto and Alicent, she doesn't even like to be around him. He pimped her out. I forgot who said it, but he truly did.
No, he did. But did he pimp her out to Kristen Cole? Because that's the one she's taking the moon tea for. So I'm not saying it's right what her dad did. I'm just saying where she drinking this moon tea was for pure personal pleasure that she condemned somebody else for also having.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Right. She wasn't. She was the cupbearer, wasn't she, Francois? And ladies, Rhaenyra was. He's correct. She was in every council meeting. He wanted to show her. So, like, the fact that, and shout out to Here for Hot Tea when she said that. The fact that you think that his last breath was about Aegon, like he was talking about the first Aegon. Now, mind you, wasn't he taking a potion as well? So he was high as Jesus' feet too.
Right.
So
And it shows her lack of understanding of their relationship and the actual union and history of the family that she married into.
True.
Because how isn't it that you don't know that he is somebody that is always talking about history and talking about, all of his founding fathers. That's just weird to me.
Yeah.
Like of all the people he would name, you think he naming Aegon? Your Aegon? Not your Aegon.
Because he's an idiot. He's a fumbling, bumbling idiot. And he can wear all the Valyrian steel he wants to. He can wear the helmets. He can carry. Listen, he can wear the full battle rattle, as y'all military people would say. But you still don't fit. You don't fit the. And to close this scene out, she left the container of the moon juice on the table for Larys to see it.
So true. She did leave it. Like, yeah, you've been doing this a few times. That's why I'm saying I agree with the people that have the theory she's been drinking this thing like regularly.
Right. Yeah. And remember, she gave the moon juice over to the one girl who her son did grape.
Yes.
If you recall. Yes. So she know about that moon tea or juice or whatever.
She know about it two ways. The first time she had to be educated about it, I think, because she didn't know yet. That wasn't, she wasn't. And then the second time she forced it on that girl, and now she taking it. Yeah.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, are we talking? So this is the scene. Are we talking about what she was drinking when she was speaking?
So not this one. This is just alcohol right now. But we're talking about earlier when she was
talking to that weird man who jacks off to her feet.
Yes, they call him what one channel calls him Lord Footstuff. Yes, talk about him. Let me get him on here. But yes, that's the one where he caught her with the container of the moon tea. It was gone, but the container was still there. Yeah. So this is not showing her drinking it now. This is her when she been in her cups of alcohol.
I get the impression that every single time she has that cup, it's the moon tea.
Oh no, it's shaped different. That's their wine goblet type shape right there. The moon tea has a different shape to it.
Okay.
But I'm kind of with you here for hot tea too. Like she using it like Plan B, like barely. I'm just keeping it above. So, all right, y'all, we about to move on to Driftmark.
All right.
So on Driftmark, Rhaenys Targaryen meets Alan. I believe that's how you say it. Alan is the sailor who saved Corlys's life and finds. Oh, let me back up a little bit. She was asking everybody and their mom for different information. So she was going to and I'm referring to Alicent, just to kind of just put the thought in your mind. Mm-hmm. Now, at first, she tried to make it seem like she didn't care about what Rhaenyra said to her back in church house. But for real, it was bothering her because she was asking everybody and their mom where the information was. Yep. She was asking for the books. She even asked the idiot, her son, where it is. And didn't he say something about I didn't burn the books?
Right. Because he took them all out of the room. And that's another thing. Like, you're supposed to be king. You don't want to know any history. You're going to take all your father's books out of the room. Like, that's his priorities are out of whack. And these people, they're just willing to do anything to put themselves ahead. And it's unfortunate.
Queen, she said they'll give us some moon tea. No, you don't want the moon tea, Queen. You don't want the moon tea. No.
Not the moon tea.
Get some tea, but not some moon tea, Queen. You don't want that tea.
You're going to be chopped and screwed. You're going to be sounding like folks in Houston. No. You don't want that. You don't want none of that. You don't want no parts of that moon tea at all.
Is that whose son, Tia P? You say, is that his son? Is that whose son? Because she don't have no children by Kristen. All her kids have the white hair. So Kristen, ain't none of her son, ain't none of her kids, Kristen kids. I don't know if that's who you are asking. Is that his son or not? Or Larys either. No, it is. It's actually all her children are actually, as far as the books seem to go, Valerius's children.
Yeah. Good point, Alpha MC. She be dropping nuggets, a whole lot of nuggets. All y'all do. So shout out to everybody in the chat. She says, look at here. Alicent placed those hot rocks on her womb, not her stomach. Laris is not stupid and put all the pieces together, including confirming King Little A was not King B's successor.
But he just don't care.
He don't.
But also, when she dropped the dragon, obviously when she dropped the dragon, and then when Aegon tipped over that thing that held the wine with the dragon picture on it, that was a little foreshadowing as well.
Yeah.
They also had the dragon she held was the same dragon that Valeris had when she first went to go comfort him, you know, and all that stuff too. So yeah,
Didn't she have it reassembled?
I didn't see that. I don't know.
Something about it was broken before. That dragon was broken before, and she had it put together.
Oh yeah, when she the season one.
I heard on I think Emergency Channel him say that actually.
Okay. Was it
So I
season
do
one
believe-
though when she was the young Alicent and she brought it back to him, then reassembled that one?
I think
Not
so.
now, not when she broke it again just now, right?
Right. It was before when she was younger, and because I think I saw the same video from I think it's Emergency also. I'm trying to remember what his name is. But it was the oh, thank you, Purple Queen. We just trying to be fly like you. We trying to be fly like you. But she at the time she was wanting to hold the houses together. So that's the reason why she actually had those two dragons, or not the two dragons, but the dragon, I guess, fixed or glued together, whatever they did, to the stone. And yeah, thank you for bringing up that symbolism as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's careless because she busy again laying low, spreading it wide in the corners. I mean, even her daughter, she put her own daughter who's mourning.
And what's gross to me, she's that careless while trying to be the nastiest person to Rhaenyra. One, I just gotta go back. I'm sorry, but one wanting to, I guess, take an eye for an eye. When her shit starting as sons, they literally started the entire thing. To me, the entire war started based on people not being accountable. See, that's why I always talk about accountability, because people are not held accountable in their egos and their jealousy. And that's why all of this has pushed itself forward, because it started out with her sons, being, I guess he got upset or whatever, putting his hands on the other children, them defending themselves. She wanting to take an eye for an eye. Mm-hmm. And then Rhaenyra, living her life, going on, living her life however she deems fit. And now you want her to bring every child that she birthed to you so you can look at the layer
right
and all of these things, because you so desperately want to claim the throne based on moral integrity and principle when you have none.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Can't give what you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Right. and you're absolutely correct, Dudes. They don't care about Viserys's legacy. They say it, but your actions.
They
right?
don't at all.
They don't care. If anything, they just wanted the high towers to have a king. They wanted high tower blood to be sitting on the Iron Throne.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my thoughts. So on Driftmark, Rhaenys Targaryen meets Alan. So Alan is the sailor who saved Corlys's life, and she finds out that she was in a Mary J. Blige song. That is your child. And that really messed me up. Because listen, she found out that was not only just this random sailor.
She seemed like she knew. Like for a long time, she seemed like she knew.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. Like she has known that this was his bastard. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we're saying it because the show keeps saying it. We say it.
Yeah.
So it's like she has known that this was his bastard, but I think what was shocking to her is the fact that she never really seen him, but she knew he had a bastard. And when she met him, she knew exactly who his bastard was. And the fact that he is the one that saved his dad is what I feel like she's more shocked behind. Not the fact that he has the bastard, because she already knew.
Yeah.
She just didn't know what he looked like, but she knew that he got saved by somebody, but didn't know that he got saved by his bastard.
I agree. Yeah.
Right. Okay, good point. And I guess it's just one of them things where it actually confirms. And I think she said something about when she embraced him, she said that his body is warm or hot or something like that, which will indicate that he does have that Valerian blood in him, that he burns hot. It was something. True. I wish I would have actually got the quote of what she says.
That's a good observation.
But the other one is a dragon rider. Because he has 2 bastard sons.
He does. Right. So technically, both of them will be dragon riders, or both of them have the potential. One, he's gonna be. I think he's gonna take over Sea Smoke. I think the other one with the locks. I think he's gonna take over Sea Smoke, and then the one she's speaking to now. I think he still might get a dragon, but he gets burned first. In the books, I think that's what happens. Yeah, they both are dragon seeds. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she still got another son running around here, don't she?
Well, the one she don't know that's alive.
Lenore?
Yeah, he ran off.
Yeah, because he didn't want to take up his position, and
yeah.
I wonder if he comes back or if he passed away, because y'all know that his dragon was really active, and so people were assuming his dragon was either active because he smells war, or his dragon is active because he passed away and he's ready for a new rider or something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
He was the one that was restless in the last episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The dragon that was restless, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep,
absolutely. Shout out to Empress Radio. Thank you for being in the chat. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here. See, One Eye Willie causing disruption in the palace. Yeah. One Eye Willie. Yeah, you got it. One Eye Willie. Listen, sometimes you gotta put it down. Stop, girl. You don't always gotta ride the dragon. Anyway, that being said, listen, sometimes you gotta put it down, put the pin down. Okay, you don't always gotta.
I can't deal with you.
It is what it is. But that being said, what I loved about this scene is that Rhaenys doesn't blame Alan, because she knows it's not his fault that he was born, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, cheaters going to cheat. You know, when you do, babies come, right? Mm-hmm. But what I admired is the fact that even though he was scared, he was so frightened, because she a whole princess, right? She a whole princess, and she could have done it. Like, she could have done a whole lot of bad things to him. She wanted him to actually be raised in stature, right? And I admired her. That's why she that girl. Mm-hmm. Rhaenys is that girl, because no matter what her whatever Corlys is doing, like, she always makes sure that she does. Now, she wasn't always made the right decisions, but we human, right?
Right.
But the thing about it is that exchange and that conversation between Rhaenys and Corlys, of course, she's angry at him, but he's all on the defensive. So instead of saying, my bad, I ain't mean to do it, you know what I mean? He should have had a better introduction than you just kind of made him on the fly.
Yeah, and I feel she's more mad. Like, can you just face the fact that you have heirs and we can just come on? We need dragons and riders and stuff. Like, let's get this going.
Right, and nobody have time for you to be trying to, you know, because you don't want to face your own actions and the actions that you chose to make, you know, getting in the way of us progressing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good point.
She's like, we have a war. That's what I'm trying to talk to you about. I'm not talking to you about no infidelities right now. I'm saying, look, we got some grown, strapping kids that can. She brought up the daughters that could do it. She bringing up the outside children. Like, she's just like, come on. Right. This is not about the actual thing. This is about the humans we have people we have in front of us.
Like, get out of your feelings, Corlys. And
yeah, it's just Corlys.
You and your feelings, and you the one that cheated.
Right.
This ain't the time for Jedi mind tricks, Corlys. Like, we need dragon seeds. We need these riders. We need to ride out at dawn. All right. And that's what Rhaenys is trying to say in the scene. And the sad part about it, just to kind of bring this scene to a close, is, mind you, they're arguing and he's being defensive, but this is the last conversation that we know that they had together.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so I was I
I was told, I don't, are y'all giving,
Spoiler?
like, yeah.
Yeah, this is a whole spoiler alert thing.
Oh,
Yes.
spoiler alert. Go ahead and speak your speech, sis.
Yeah, because, you know, now that she has passed away, I believe he is going to go ahead and honor her wishes and put one of them at the top.
That makes sense on how they go seeking the dragons and stuff too. So that makes sense.
I love that you said that, because the thought just came to mind that because Corlys has such an issue with women being on the throne, like even he denied his own daughter becoming, I guess, like she's risen to a place of being over Driftmark, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he has a whole daughter sitting here that could do it, but because she doesn't have a dragon and she doesn't have this and she doesn't know anything about sailing, anything about boats, any of the above, he just dismisses her. So he has an opportunity to have this, and let it be that, you know, he's a stepchild. He still has that Valerian blood in there.
Right.
And he's a man. So this is a wonderful opportunity, right? So weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So pretty much my thoughts is, ladies, I wanted to drag him by every lock in his head. I wanted to shake him. I wanted to do people's elbow from the top rope, right? I was so angry because we all know what's going to happen in the next scene, right? The final scene is that we know she is going to perish, right? She's going to be glory. And the fact that you so much in your feelings that you can't even see the forest for the trees here, right? And the mission, like we got to stay mission focused because we are currently at war. So corny.gov to me. All right. So meanwhile, back at the ranch or Dragonstone, Team Black is a hot mess. And Queen is down to the church house trying to convince Alicent that they need to play better, right? And she's not communicating with her peoples, right? And Damon is gone and he's not communicating with the people. Houston, we have a problem, right? She really should have left someone in charge or left instructions while she was gone. But finally, Rhaenyra returns and she reveals that she was secretly meeting with the enemy queen, Alicent. Her son Jace is outraged that Rhaenyra risked her life. They've back briefed her on the losses of Stokeworth and Duskendale to Sir Cole and Team Green. And now Kingsguard, a part of the Kingsguard, forgive me, Gunther and Duskendale is 98 hot because his father was a battle casualty. Bottom line, Kristen is advancing to Rook's Rest and Team Black needs to act and act now. In this round table, Rhaenys, the queen who never was, says she'll fight for Rook's Rest on her dragon, Melis. I can never say it correctly. Melis, thank you. What are your thoughts, ladies, in chat?
I'll keep this one short. She tried one more time to keep peace. That's what she felt her responsibility was based on her father's dream that was passed down. She's back now. We ain't gonna get no more of that peace talk anymore. And I was ready. That's all I got on this part so far.
Yeah, because it's like we inching up on this last scene. How about you here for Hot Tea? What are your thoughts on this scene, especially between her and Jace?
Well, I think it is go time.
Yeah.
It's go time. You had a conversation with that op that's been hating on you and been jealous of you, and you know that she is doing what she's doing intentionally. You got to give him all your secrets. And I think she got the stronger sons, believe it or not, because they control their emotions. They're more well-mannered. And to me, they was trained by their dad, their real dad, who was the knight or the soldier or whatnot. So I think that it's going to be interesting. Rest in peace. Oh, wait. Did we get there?
Nah, good.
She's leaving off on her dragon.
Right. I mean, I'm just so sad about that because I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I had an emotional attachment to the dragon.
I agree. And you know what? Alpha MC brings up a good point, and a couple people have said this in the chat. This book is written by folks that were very, very much so Team Green. Very much so. Like, they can't stand Team Black.
Right, but
and they have to guess.
The maesters actually, because the book is written by a bunch of maesters, so it's written in third person. But it's a third party, writing it. But also the fact that the show is actually supposed to be a representation of the truth and what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see a lot of differences in the book versus the show, mainly dealing with how they project or portray Rhaenyra.
Because she's supposed to be super like big right now too. Like the book was saying she was jealous that Alicent kept her slim figure while as Rhaenyra had children, she was supposed to get bigger and bigger and stuff like that. That's and obviously if the show is the truth, then of course whoever wrote it, they just like Alicent more and they don't want to talk about Rhaenyra. She was still fine, she was good, so yeah. And isn't there a character called like Mushroom or something too that's also spitting tall tales in the stories too? And then we see the truth here. Yeah.
He was a hot, like most of his stuff when he inserts his stuff, it's like he always mixes a little, a little razzle dazzle up in there. So dudes, are you wondering who's from the same mom? The two bastard kids on Corliss's side? I'm just wondering. So maybe somebody can answer him in the chat.
I would like to know that as well because I don't know that. And if he is from the same, if they are by the same mom, then that would be interesting as to why she was saying like, he must have loved your mother or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he kept procreating with her and gave her 2 kids.
True. Good. And they seem very close to each other.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So that's another thing. I do think they have the same mom.
I like when you say.
Okay, I say yes, they have the same mom.
They have the same mom. Okay, thank you for clarifying. I love when you say here for IT. We're gonna move on to this last scene. You tell I'm dreading this last scene. Those children are Stormborn, from what I understand. Like they come from like the manly, like the machismo. Like they are real men. They ain't no pansies. Forgive me. It just is what it is. They like, yeah. I really do wish that Rhaenyra and him really could have been together because I think that would have made a beautiful, beautiful relationship. But Viserys wasn't having it. All right. Oh, did you all notice that Rhaenys had on a tiara?
I didn't. Oh.
You see that she had a tiara? Again, going back to, I do wonder, and maybe in the chat, ladies, I do wonder what the significance of wearing that tiara. Like she knew, she felt her, her demise coming, right? And she was gonna ride out like a G. That's why I like Rhaenys.
Yeah, I think so too. But part of me, I want to know, like, why didn't she leave? Like, why didn't, like, once she managed to fight him enough to get him injured and get him down, not the king, because his brother did that. But once she managed to get him down, that I don't know why she would go back a third time unless she wanted to go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't believe you really thought you were going to win against that big ass dragon.
Right. I mean, even this scene before she goes out with the Red Queen, it just seems like she knows this. I'm making this my last run, my last flight. Like, you know what I mean? No matter how it was going to be. And then to go back, because she was clear of Vhagar that first time. She had a little, she was scuffed up, but she was clear. And she turned back around and went back. So I don't know if she really that much believed in trying. Well, no, because she knew she couldn't win against Vhagar by herself. So I don't know. She might have been resigned, and she kept telling him, "What if we don't have time?" She kept telling Corlys, "What if we don't have more time?" So maybe she was ready.
Maybe she was ready to. Yeah. Maybe she didn't want to see the ending of the war.
Yep.
Maybe, and she already had lost her daughter and her son. Her knowledge, her son is on a lot. He's gone. Her girl's gone. Maybe,
grandkids. One is riding on a dragon. The other one is being sent off to the same place where her mother perished. You know what I mean? Like it's just a whole lot of bad stuff going on around. She might have felt her mortality at a time.
Yeah. But Dukes, I don't think Vhagar was going to chase her. That's the thing. Aemon seemed to have a little bit let his guard down. Like, all right, they flying off. Like, because one theory is that they were hoping Rhaenyra was coming with her dragon. Like, Cole was looking for Rhaenyra to come so he could go ahead and take care of her. He not necessarily thinking it was going to be Rhaenys coming. But also, Aegon did not seem like he was going to chase her. Like it seemed like he was gonna stay at that battlefield just to actually take Rook's Rest because they wanted that advantage over the landlock, I think, or something. Yeah. So I just didn't take it that he was gonna go chase her. She had to turn back around. You know, I don't know. It just seemed like he wasn't gonna chase her, in my opinion.
I want to point out this one, and I'll move on to the last scene where Francois says, "Love the fact that Rhaenys didn't get in her feelings, unlike Stark's wife, who could not stand Jon Snow." Couldn't stand him, even to the point when he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the north," and she was like, "Bye."
Yeah, I had a real problem with her in Game of Thrones. She was a very nasty woman. All for him to end up being literally his brother's kid.
Yep.
And it's like, she was just a very nasty person.
Yep, I agree. All right, ladies and gents, we about to get to this last scene. Rook's Rest, population 0 is what I named it. All right. So, inebriated and reckless, King Aegon II, the idiot, I call him, hops on Sunfire and flies out to join the royal army's assault. While the two dragons lock in and fight over Rook's Rest, Cole is left stunned on the ground below. Not only that, but Aemon arrives with Vhagar, forgive me, as King Aegon's dragon bleeds all over his army from above. We all saw that. I thought that was pretty cool. Cole tries to save the mood with a rousing war speech. Yeah, that doesn't look good up there, but our king is fighting, and so should you. He pretty much says, right? It looks well enough, even as 15,000-ish men are picked off by archers. When Rhaenys' dragon grabs Sunfire by the neck, Aemon makes a pivotal decision for the entire series moving forward. Vhagar blasts Rhaenys with the dragon fire. Remember, so Alpha MC said something to me in the inbox, but I'm wondering if anybody else will pick up on it. With dragon fire, even though Aemon may have even though Aegon may take the brunt of the attack. What did he say?
Darkars, right?
Yes, he said that.
Yeah.
All right. So Aemon gives the command anyway. It's possible that he simply took the chance to off his brother in the confusion of battle, or he knew well that if Aegon perished, he may ascend to the throne himself. Aegon and Sunfire plummet to the ground, okay? Rhaenys turns around. You mentioned that before. So Rhaenys turns around to take on Vhagar. Mano y mano, all right? And the two dragons hold each other as they spit fire and spin in the air. It's quite literally a dance of the dragons, which was pretty dope to me.
Right.
As Vhagar spins to the ground, the giant dragon crushes the army below. Cole falls off his horse and loses consciousness. When he finally wakes up, the battle is over. In one of the House of Dragons' only real jump scares, Vhagar surprises Rhaenys and bites Melissa's neck so hard that the dragon perishes while airborne. She looks back upon Rhaenys with her final breath. As she collapses to the ground, Rhaenys' survival seems very unlikely. The same with Aegon, it seems. Briefly shown beside Sunfire, the king looks burnt to a crisp. Okay, he looked like that, like a hot link that I like. Burnt. All right. Near the body, Cole spies Aegon with his sword and calls to him. It's unclear what action Aemon is taking here. Does he pull out his sword in preparation for a mercy unaliving, or simply because there's a war going on? Either way, he sheaths the blade once Cole enters the picture. The knight falls to his knees. Next to his dragon, the king lies mummified as hot steam rises, it's not looking good. So my question to you ladies and to the chat, and Alf MC asked me this question in my inbox. Did you hear Princess Rhaenys say the same thing that Aemon said when he attacked?
I heard her use, well, the way they put it in the thing was her attack command. I heard her use that. I don't know if I heard her. I can't remember if I heard her say Dracarys too, because I remember I kept worrying about her, and that's every time I was paying attention, she was saying attack. Right. So that's the part I remember.
She didn't say her attack, but she didn't say Dracarys.
Right. Okay. I thought y'all were saying y'all heard her say Dracarys.
No.
Okay. Because I didn't recall her saying that. For the dragons, I didn't recall her saying that. Yeah. Like, I can't remember if she said it. She must not have said it either. I guess when she went to go burn the people up, she didn't say that either. I don't remember. I have to rewatch that part. I don't remember. I just knew she was gonna burn them people up.
She didn't say it. She didn't say it. Here for hot tea. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, baby. I didn't mean to.
Oh no. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I just thought I was gonna say I don't think that she said that. I think that was all Aemon trying to get at his brother.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And speaking of getting to the brother, I definitely think if Chris and Cole didn't walk up, that brother was out. He was gone. Spoiler alert, because this whole thing is spoilers sprinkled it throughout.
Right.
It's saying, I know the books can differ from the show, because the show's supposed to be the truth, but it's saying that he ain't gone, but he tore up from the floor up though. Yeah. He's supposed to supposedly make it, but he about to be hurting. The suit was melted onto his body. So and his poor Sunfire is supposed to be crippled, but still lives and just has to walk the land and just eat the cattle and stuff too. Yeah,
leader. Poor Sunfire. So my thought about this and the question that Alpha MC posed was, why didn't she say Dracarys? And I think it's because she was still holding out on hope that like there would be a fair fight between the dragons, but she didn't want to actually unalive, you know what I mean, the Targaryen side, the Team Green. Like she still had the heart of a mom, still seeking peace. That's just my thoughts.
That's why she was okay with burning the people down there. They weren't family, but when it came to the people on the dragons, that was still family to her, possibly. So maybe she didn't. But attack, it was still. I guess she was just maybe she just wanted her dragon to wound them. Because I'm like, she didn't plan on coming back. She did not plan on coming back home either way. So I don't know. Okay. Maybe she was tired. I don't know.
Alpha MC, you're going to have to fill us in, honey, because I'm drawing blanks. I'm struggling. So I don't know. I picked up on the fact that she didn't give the same one that Aemon said, but I'm wondering what the thought was behind it and what the books are saying, why she didn't actually say Dracarys like everyone else normally says.
Yep, keep the milk of the poppy coming. That's right, Charity, baby. It's gonna be flowing over there.
Oh, you did? Okay. I must have missed it. Okay. But yes, any other thoughts regarding our girl going out like a G?
Kristen Cole is useless.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I know it's not what you was just asking, but I just want to make sure I say that he is useless. I can't wait for his time to come. Yeah. I do want to know why. I want to know, was it grief that she just couldn't deal with anymore? Like, I want to know, because she definitely, when she went back, she knew she couldn't go against Vhagar like that. So I do want to know, why did she turn back around to even do it? Okay. But yeah, Rhaenys, I teared up a little bit because I didn't know who was gonna go. I just know everybody. You gotta expect everybody gonna not make it in a show like this. So
and they won't. Eventually, everybody has to go.
Right.
We just don't know when.
Because the Song of Ice and Fire, I think they said it might get lost with Jace, because Jace ain't.
You mentioned it. Thank you. You brought that to my memory. One of my other questions from above when he had that conversation with his mama was, do you believe that Jace is going to be an issue later on?
I don't know if it'll be an issue, but I just know he not gonna have a. I don't think he's gonna have a chance to pass on that story.
Right.
But he was mad at her, so he might do things his way now.
He might. Here for hot tea. What are your thoughts, love?
As far as Jason, his relationship with his mother.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean about that final scene.
Oh,
I have
nothing for the final scene.
Yeah.
It's just too sad.
Yeah.
But
the way she just let go and glided.
That was so dope when she just fell back. I was like, that's the way you go out, girl. Whew, that was a lot. I found Alf MC's response. So she says Rhaenys never said Dracarys command. She said attack. She knew that dragon fire could destroy the soldiers below. Big A didn't care about anything or anyone, only winning. Okay, good.
Well, what I don't understand, possibly Alf MC, because she definitely was down there crisping people up. So I don't. That's the only thing. Like, I can understand she might have been trying to spare family, but she had a few rounds before they sounded those relay horns to let them know, like, hey, we got a dragon over here, toasting people. So that's the only thing I don't understand. Like, she definitely was okay with, in my opinion, the soldiers on the ground going flambe all day.
I think your question is answered by Cece, where she says also dragons shouldn't be burning other dragons, family or animal. Good point. So pretty much the rule across the board is we shouldn't be doing this at all. Like, we shouldn't be harming or hurting each other, right?
So family, right. The dragon family and the Targaryen Valerian family, not them. But again, the people on the ground, fair game, right?
Period. Like, because remember, they're dragons.
Yeah.
Targaryens, the Valerians are dragons. Mm-hmm. The Targaryens, they got the dragon blood in them. That's why the dragon seeds, any blood connection can ride these dragons. So it's like one of these things where, like, she still had that foundational thing about herself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Girl, he want to be a dragon so bad.
That's so funny.
Guy. That's all that I have for tonight, ladies, as far as my synopsis. Any final thoughts?
I just want to run through the slides to make sure we covered anything and make sure if anything jogs your memory, we can just double check. So 1 second just to go through the slides real fast. I'll just last about a second on each one to make sure we covered everything. Right. But this was I'm having fun as always. I just caught this because I love how they kept looking at each other. They seem to be trusting each other, so I thought that was cute.
Jason, I think they make a great, like, they're good family members. I love to see the Blacks family dynamic.
Yeah. Yes.
Whereas the Hightowers, they're not as family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's like, what did y'all learn from y'all grandsire?
Mm-hmm. Very true. What did they learn? What did they learn?
So what do they call the grandmothers?
I don't know.
Because they didn't say it.
Oh, so Black Fox says, remember, a kinslayer is a curse above all.
Yeah, no, I'm understanding that. The only part I thought I wasn't catching was that I thought it was being said she didn't want to hurt anybody. I'm like, well,
no. And Alpha MC cleaned that up too just now. Alpha MC is on it. Yes, girl. I'm loving it. I'm loving everybody in the chat is so dope. She said she only fired on the greens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree. I agree. Yes, but good observation that she never said the word that we all think that they just be throwing around willy-nilly, because that's a really good observation, honestly, Alpha MC. Oh, did y'all catch his little attitude, Vagar's attitude? With,
I thought that was so cute.
It was so cute. He
was just laying there.
Damon was like, wait, Vagar, not yet. He was like, he just plopped his head down. That was so cute.
He said, isn't he the oldest?
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Yeah.
Is it she or he?
The oldest.
Vagar is the oldest.
He's
He's
one
not?
of the oldest. He's
Okay.
not the oldest. There is an older one, but he's like just old and grumpy and just
Okay, we haven't seen him.
right.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
But if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me pull it. Let me just
Okay.
grab it really quick. If I'm not mistaken, is Balerion.
Oh.
Balerion is the oldest,
That
and
sounds-
then
Oh, it's
Vagar.
Vagar is female. Okay, I thought Vagar was female, but I keep saying he too because Vagar is so. Ooh, but yeah,
Oh,
Vagar is a
and
female.
And then
Sure.
Vermithor.
Okay.
Who is
So,
it?
wait, what is Francois trying to say? Look at his comment.
Wait, hold on.
Great
What's the
guard
name
is
of the
female.
oldest
You trying to
dragon?
say we got attitude problems? What you trying to
Valerian.
say?
Valerian. Wait,
It's
Valerian.
Balerion.
Valerian.
Balerio. I mean, yeah, Rion.
Okay.
Balerion, and then Vagar, and then Vermithor, and
Okay.
then Dreamfire, and then Melees, and then Dragon, and then what is it? Rygale,
Okay.
and then Caraxes, and then Sea Smoke, and then Cyrex.
Oh, Sea Smoke is young. Okay.
Yeah, Sea Smoke is really young.
Really,
Okay.
really young. Shout out to the review hour. Thank you for also being in the chat. I really, really love your content. Awesome
And
content.
so,
Hey, shout out to the content creator stopping by. I appreciate
Yes.
y'all.
Thank
and
you.
so
Thank you.
and so out of that they have a crazy amount of dragons. I'm sorry, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
And it looks like, oops, sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't see the name.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Valerian is the one that has the skull. That's what I thought, Dukes.
Right, Valerian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Valerian is the sister wives dragon.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we do actually need to have I think I'll do that.
A dragon party.
We do. Yes.
A dragon party?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then everybody pull up with their dragons. We should invite other content creators.
I would.
Yeah,
love
content creators that like House of the Dragon. This is y'all's roll call.
Y'all should invite other content creators. You know, like Queen Sheba. She seems to like House of Dragons.
Yep.
I know Empress Radio likes House of Dragons, and they just come and make their appearances. It doesn't have to be for a thing, but you know, y'all should probably.
No, when I tell you, 41 Fit was already kind of on something like that.
Yeah. But when I come back, my dragon, is Dreamfire.
All right.
Okay, she let me. Yes, here let me borrow Dreamfire. I gotta go find my actual dragon that I am. I'm supposed to be with. So I'm borrowing Dreamfire.
Well, you know, which dragon is this? I think I like this dragon. This Rhaenyra's dragon. What's it called?
Which one?
Hold on.
Rhaenyra's dragon.
I know everybody in the comments probably already typing it.
This one is Vermithor, right? This one.
Lord. Rhaenyra? She rides Cyrex?
No, she don't. This not Cyrex.
Who is that behind you?
She might ride Cyrex. But this is Vermithor. Or
okay, let me see.
Cyrex.
Wait, is it changing yet? You still on Vagar right now that I can see on your.
No. Who am I on Vagar?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Vagar?
I thought that was Vagar. That's
no,
not?
Remember the first Vagar image that I picked? It wasn't working. Remember?
Oh, okay.
And I think this one is this might be Cyrex because
Okay. Child, they have a chart out there we're gonna have to have with who's the rider and who's the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, it is her dragon. Okay.
Right. This might be Cyrex, and if it is, I know I don't want this dragon anymore.
You don't want Cyrex?
No, it's too small.
You know, I gotta find my dragon, y'all.
I'll take Cyrex. I'll take Cyrex since old girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'll take Cyrax.
This is the home going for Rhaenys and Maylee.
Okay, so you have Cyrax. Then I want Meraxes.
I still gotta find mine. I don't know who's my true dragon.
Well, Vermithor is really nice looking though. I like that orange coat.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go look. I gotta go figure it out because you gotta take this seriously.
But Sunfire is cute. Matter of fact, I think I want Sunfire. I'm just going in it for the looks at this point. I don't even care.
Beautiful.
That's what I was look. That's first, and then I'll look and see.
Yeah.
I don't actually care about.
I need to like my dragon. Yes, Cyrax. Yes, Cyrax is her dragon. Is Rhaenyra's dragon.
I want Sunfire. I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the dragons and see.
Well, hold on. Can we pull it up? Can I pull it up for y'all?
Yeah, share your screen and I'll change. Let me take this down.
Let me find.
And on that note, hey, listen, we had this dragon party. Y'all better come correct.
Mm-hmm.
Come correct. Y'all gonna have to come on camera too.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, here we go. All right, hold on. Let me make it bigger. Oops. It went away. Did you take it away?
Oh, I accidentally. Girl, hold a second. I just be doing stuff.
I like the way Francois think. He won it all.
I want all 3 Daenerys dragons because I am spoiled and I deserve 3. Francois, yeah, I agree with 41 Fit. I like the way that you think.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is Daenerys dragons? Oh, the last 3 at the end?
I think so.
Hold on.
None of these are Daenerys dragons, right?
I keep trying to make it bigger and I'm using the wrong functions. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get back to my normal. Okay. Let me I'm gonna get there.
Well, I'm gonna get one that's my birthstone color. How about that?
I like it.
And that's gonna have to be either Sea Smoke or Vhagar. No, or the last dragon. I don't want that shit.
Dreamfire doesn't look as nice on this one as it does behind me too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at other images of the same dragon.
Yeah.
Don't do Dreamfire like that.
No, Dreamfire looks great behind me with the pink and everything on there too. But they took away a lot of her tones.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, you mean Sunfire? Oh, you saying Dreamfire? Yeah. Like she don't have the pink.
Yeah.
On it. Yeah. Okay.
In this chart, at least. In this chart.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna have to make sure we have our dragons. But I love it.
Okay, guys.
He said they're not there on this chart. They're not on this one. Daenerys aren't on this one.
All right. Any final thoughts, ladies, before we go?
I am so happy that everybody that pulled up, even if you couldn't stay the whole time, I'm so happy y'all came. We really tried to come correct for y'all. So I appreciate you being here with not just our look, but also our notes and our thoughts and everything. We really enjoy this. I'm so happy we're doing this. Be prepared for a lot of people to be unalived, y'all. That's the way of the Game of Thrones. So please prepare yourself.
Did I say those bad? Did I say the ill word when I was on live?
I don't think so.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm sorry. I have to go.
Thank you for being here for Hot Tea.
Thank y'all for inviting me. This was really fun. I hope I get an invitation to the Dragon Party. And if anybody feel like they're going to be showing up with some fire, we will be at war. Okay?
So nobody takes some fire, okay?
Don't touch Sunfire, y'all. True Leo energy too, Sunfire. Yes, maybe we should plan the Dragon Party for the review of the last episode of the season.
Yes.
I think that would be cool. So everybody can have their dragons picked out.
Yes.
But yeah, I am going to read a couple comments real fast because I do want to acknowledge y'all. Thank you for participating in the live chat too. Thank you. The review hour says very positive content. I am enjoying it. Thank you. Alpha MC said, thank you all for such a wonderful recap. 41 Fit trending in here for Hot Tea. The new intro is the bomb. Okay, I see you. Thank you, Kenya. I love the looks.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Francois. I love coming here. Thank you, thank you. CC CC be all up in here with her lore and canon and everything too. You know, thank all of y'all. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Please come back, Black Fox. We would love to have you. Everybody that's here, even those that don't watch the show, come back, please. Gloria, good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Queen, Purple Queen. Purple Queen.
Queen Sheba came through. Tell Queen Sheba she don't want no moon tea.
No. Get in her inbox and tell her that she don't want none of the moon tea.
Not moon tea. Thank y'all. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna go ahead. You know, we still gotta report to the W2 Club tomorrow, but these will stay for every review, just so you know. This is part of the thing. This is just the debut of it. But these will be here for every House of the Dragon review. And my sweet sis, you already know I be having fun with you. So I'm just glad we're doing this together.
And same, sis. Again, hairforhottea.com, trendingatsomepoint.com. Make sure you hit up all these websites, buy up all their merch. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast. We want to get up in the algorithm. Again, like the review hour said, positive content. We just trying to be nerdy Black girls. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it do what to do. Yes.
Oh my God. Can you put it in the comments under the video, and I will look for that content creator. Yes. And thank you, CC. She suggested someone else that we should check out, I think.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's all that I have trending. Again, thank you so much for lending your platform to me and Here for Hot Tea being here. This is dope.
Of course. Thank y'all. And I'm going to play our intro, outro to see us out. And we will see y'all next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. Dracarys.